trying to send Adrien to the hospital? What? I'm living my best life right now. What? What just happened? I love it, I love it, I love it. I need a minute. I called it. Told you so. What? Felix, no! What happened last time? Everything is not fine. They're so cute. Oh. Y'all, the day we've been waiting for is finally here. I know I've been waiting for this episode. You know I've been waiting for this episode. And we're finally here. And I can't believe that I'm actually sitting here. Like, we're watching Yaksi Gozen today. We're watching Kagami today. Like, by the end of the day, we will have seen Kagami. That's crazy. Hey guys, it's Lizzie and also Dubsu. Today we're gonna be reacting to Yaksi Gozen, and also I'm releasing this video on the 28th, which is my birthday, so happy birthday to me. I mean, I'm watching this episode about a week before the video comes out, but I really wanted this video to come out on my birthday because there's no better way to celebrate it than watching Kagami. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into this episode. I knew it! I knew there was gonna be a flashback! I knew it! Who is she always on the phone with?
Faire tout perdre. Tu vas te rendre chez lui. Tu seras mes yeux sur place.
What? Who's she talking to? Okay, so I did not realize this in the moment. Like, when I was watching the episode, I didn't realize, like, who she was talking to. That's Lila! She's talking to Lila. She's literally like, hey girl, you need to go to the Gabriel Agreste mansion right now. What do you mean her going to the Agreste mansion was because of Miss Rugi? That's crazy. Also, what do you mean that she had been working with Miss Rugi since before season 6? I genuinely thought that Miss Rugi finding out about Lila, or like finding out about Cerise and Chrysalis, was gonna be like a huge plot point. Like, I thought they were somehow gonna meet and like then they were gonna end up working with each other. What do you mean they've already been doing that? Kagami, you need to run. You need to stop trying to protect your mom and you need to get out of there like right now. No, that was like Kagami coded, to be honest. It reminds me of when she sees the picture of Lila and Adrien and she like snaps a tree in half. That was crazy. A note?
Un nichoir à oiseaux?
First of all, that's cute and all, but it's kind of like when somebody put a ring inside like a cupcake or like something and they give it to you to eat it, and like, I'm just saying, that could have been so dangerous. I mean, eating paper probably isn't that big of a deal, but like, imagine he just like popped the whole thing in his mouth and like, there's no note. He just doesn't even know that it's there. Like, honey, what are we doing? I'm pretty sure the synopsis said that Adrien's trying to find out how he can be as surprising as Marinette. Maybe you don't want to be like Marinette. You might end up sending somebody to the hospital. See, a bird whistle. Marinette, are you trying to send Adrien to the hospital? Like, I think we have a problem. Listen, people kept trying to say that Marinette was trying to kill Adrien when she snapped the rings in half. She wasn't, and I stood my ground on that. But after this, I'm like, maybe I was wrong. Maybe that was her plan. I'm totally kidding, but please never do that. Please never bake stuff like that. First of all, it's gonna burn. Could start a fire. Second of all, there was like this wood block inside of that. You bite down on that too hard, you broke a tooth. You accidentally swallow something you're not supposed to, hospital.
Bonne journée, je t'aime, Marinette.
That's kind of doing too much. Gotta be honest.
Non, à ce qu'un fromager soit doué en couture.
Go off, King.
Bien sûr, tu as raison, Plague.
The one-time Plague was actually helpful. The one time, I mean the one time. The one singular time in his life that he has ever been helpful. Thank you, actually. Although I gotta be honest, Adrien, don't do whatever Marinette does. Do not take the things she does and go, I'm gonna do that too, because honey, like I said earlier, somebody could end up in a hospital. Just be you, Adrien. Just be you and let Marinette be herself, okay? Anyway, we're on to Kagami.
Qu'en penses-tu?
Entends parler de trouver une cachette?
Hiding place!
Deskidayo.
Moi aussi je t'aime.
What? That was so cute. There's something about like Kagami talking in Japanese and him communicating with her but in English. Also the I love you. Yes! Yes! We've yet to see an I love you from them. Well, I mean, in the end of representation, he was like, and the miraculous child found someone like him and they fell in love.
Then the miraculous boy met a girl like him. They fell in love.
So obviously, like, they've been saying I love you, but like, I haven't seen it, I haven't heard it. So, I'm living my best life right now.
Je suis sûre que ça va la surprendre.
Adrien, I mean, it looks great, honey, but maybe step away from the knitting. Oh, you know what? He's trying. He's trying. And you know what? I would much rather have a horribly knitted towel, sweater, sweatpants, a horribly knitted thing than something that than nothing. So thank you. Actually, I would take that. I would take it.
Non, Marinette, en réalité, c'est un t-shirt.
T-shirt. That would have actually been my 5th guess, but A for effort, like I said. Actually, the fact that he had the confidence to go and hand it to Marinette, he is the cutest thing on the planet. If I made that, I'd be like, ugh, I can't send that. I don't ever want anyone to know that I ever made that, but he is like, yep, I made that. I did that. I want everyone to see it.
Mère, j'ai un rendez-vous, je sors. Et ton cours d'ikebana? On en a déjà parlé. Je ne perdrai plus mon temps à faire ces ennuyeuses compositions florales.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I also said this. Well, I said that Kagami's probably gonna blackmail her mom, but like the way she's talking to her mom, yes. And it's all because of Felix. Also, not the Gabbana class, that's literally the same class that she was going to when they were in the movie theater in the end of Pretension. Anyway, this dynamic between her and her mom, see, I knew it was coming, I saw it coming, and I'm so happy that it's here. This is like all I've ever wanted and all I've ever needed.
Félix n'est pas n'importe quel garçon. Ils sont
Mom?
amoureux et l'amour n'attend pas.
Oh, but what? What just happened? I need a minute after that. Hold up. See, I feel like I know that Miss Tsurugi knew that Kagami was Ryuko and that she had Long. I was expecting it, but I didn't expect it, you know what I mean? I was just not expecting Long to just be out in the open like that and like Long to just talk to Miss Tsurugi like that. Maybe she is blackmailing her mom. I think she might be. Ugh, what a wonderful day. Also, Kagami said she was going out. I think she's leaving to go meet up with Felix at the train station. I was really hoping for a scene with Felix in London with his mom, like before he went to Paris. I don't think we're gonna get to see that, guys. I don't think we get to see Amelie at all. And that's so sad because I miss her.
Comment peux-tu confier ta vie à un monstre qui peut se débarrasser de toi en claquant des doigts?
I need a minute. I am like 3 minutes into this episode and I need a break. I need a break. First of all, she was literally like that monster. Miss Tsurugi, I hope that someday you meet the same fate he does. And when you're burning in hell with Colt, I hope that he hates you and he treats you horribly, okay? Also, it's kind of crazy to me that she's like, he could literally make you disappear with the snap of his fingers. And it's like, honey, the only reason Kagami is still safe and like alive right now is because of Felix. Like, as if he would do that. Like, come on. That was a wild line from her, gotta be honest.
Il m'aide à trouver un sens à ma vie au lieu de chercher à me contrôler comme vous l'avez toujours fait.
Yup, I called it.
Tu es indigne de porter la bague de notre lignée, je te la rendrai quand tu respecteras.
Okay, I'm confused. What is going on? I feel like I missed a chapter. So Miss Tsurugi is trying to steal the ring back, but she thought she had the ring. But now Miss Tsurugi all of a sudden knows that Kagami has the real ring. What happened between Pretension, the London special, and like now? Because there's so much stuff that I feel like has happened that I just don't know about. Like Kagami and Miss Tsurugi have this like interesting dynamic that makes sense, but we don't know how we got here. And then also all of a sudden Kagami has her ring, but then Miss Tsurugi is trying to take it even though Miss Tsurugi had a fake ring, unless there was no fake ring and in fact Felix just went up to Miss Tsurugi and took it and then gave it to Kagami. I think that might have been what happened. So maybe Miss Tsurugi knows that Felix stole her ring and gave it back to her. I always thought Miss Tsurugi had a fake ring, but apparently it must not be a fake ring, which like, go off king. I need to see that interaction. When did that happen? Anyway, not her trying to take it. This episode is crazy.
Et je vous ai sauvé de l'humiliation, mère. Vous étiez la complice de Monarque. Et si je n'avais pas été là?
See, screw every single one of you. This says that Kagami is unimportant, that Felix is not good for Kagami, that they shouldn't be together, that Kagami's arc is ruined, her character's ruined by being with Felix. Are you even watching this episode? This is so incredibly important in general, but specifically for Kagami's character, and she would not be here without Felix. Listen, if you go to my podcast and you watch the Kagami versus Felagami episode I made, I think everything I said about Felagami is pretty much summed up in this episode. Just saying. Anyway, love seeing her being like a new person, a new thing. And also Mr. Gi was like, I let you go to school. And she's like, I saved you from public humiliation. I literally said she was gonna blackmail her mom. Play the clip, play the clip. Kagami knows that her mom was evil, that her mom is evil. Literally with anything and everything that Miss Tsurugi is doing behind the scenes, Kagami's probably going to be aware of it to an extent. Like, that's such a crazy dynamic. But I also love it because I could totally see Kagami like blackmailing her mom about it. Like Miss Tsurugi won't let Kagami go do something and she's like, oh yeah, well I'm gonna go out and tell everybody the truth, and then that would shut her up real quick. I literally said it flat out.
Je ne devrais plus vous aimer après ce que vous avez fait. mais je n'y arrive pas.
See, Kagami, you are much too kind for this. Like, if that were me, she would have been dropped out, dead, gone long ago. But she's protecting her mom.
S'il vous plaît, ne gâchez pas tout.
She's gonna ruin everything, I'm just saying. Girlie's not changing.
Mais je serai à la hauteur avec ce gâteau.
That is such a good cake, Adrien. Really good.
Je sais ce qu'il te faut.
Que c'est une bonne idée.
Adrien, what did I say? Don't listen to Plag. It was his one good idea. He had one good idea. Don't listen to anything else.
Hey!
Yeah, that was probably for the best.
Ou bien une autre côte de bœuf.
No more meat. No more. Oh, I've never seen her without her glasses. Oh, what? Wait, what was that? I don't know what just happened.
À ce miraculous de malheur, le prix que j'ai payé pour avoir eu Kagami en utilisant cette magie m'a suffi.
Okay, what was that? Huh? You know what, I'm gonna need to rewatch that and dissect that later. I don't have the brain capacity to comprehend what just happened. We're just gonna move on, okay?
Cela reviendrait à trahir le royaume.
The kingdom?
Vous avez des scrupules? Je ne vous connaissais pas cette faiblesse.
A lot of people said, and I've said this as well, that she was the one who more than likely used the miraculous to create Kagami. Kagami doesn't have a dad. She does not have a dad. He doesn't exist. He's not the one who used the miraculous. She used it. And the price of using it did something with her eyesight. That's what I've been saying, and everyone said I was crazy and delusional for saying that Kagami's dad didn't exist. The proof's in the pudding, honey. As I said earlier, anything I say about Felix, Kagami, Feelagami, it's typically right. Can you just start listening to me for once? Like, I always say stuff, everyone calls me crazy, and then I end up being right.
Les hommes qui ont croisé ma vie n'ont été que déception.
Girl, say thank you. I don't like you, but you are a real one.
Peut-être. Faisons-les d'abord se rencontrer.
Let's pair them up. Did she hear all that? There's no way she heard all that, but she was close enough to hear that. Okay, wait. Everything I've ever said about Adrigami, Feelagami, Kagami, Felix, Adrien is all right. And everyone's been saying that I'm wrong.
Y'all know me, I love defending Feelagami and specifically talking about why Feelagami became a relationship and why it works. And basically how I go at it is I try to explain why and how exactly Kagami fell in love with Felix. And I think the only thing that you need in order to understand Feelagami are actually 3 different talking points. The first one is understanding that Kagami did not love Adrien. She loved a fake version of Adrien that was not him, it was actually Felix. The second one is something that I probably mentioned but I've never actually really talked about, and it's the fact that Kagami didn't love Adrien, she loved the way that he loved Marinette. And my last talking point is what this comment says up here. Kagami's feelings for Adrien were, for the most part, influenced by her mom. I'm telling you, if you were Kagami and you had someone like Mr. Rugi constantly speaking in your ear being like, oh my gosh, isn't that Adrien really cute? Like, you should go be with him. Like, oh my gosh, y'all are a couple. Oh my gosh, you're such a cute couple. Like, can you believe that you love Adrien so much? Like, that was probably Mr. Rugi. And even in Pretension, I think Kagami mentioned the fact that Mr. Rugi would always reference Kagami and Adrien as a couple. She would talk about Adrien and Kagami as if they were in a relationship when they weren't even together, when Kagami didn't even want to be with him, didn't want to date him. Most of her feelings were actually controlled by her mother. Why do you think Kagami fell in love with Felix the second he came into the picture and told her, hey, your mom can't control you? It's almost like her feelings for Adrien were being manipulated by her mother. And Felix going in and being like, you're being manipulated by your mother, made her realize, maybe I don't actually like Adrien. My mom just tells me that I do. Everything we know about Adrien, everything we know about Kagami, everything we know about Felix, basically up until this point, has been the control of their parents. So this season 6, is all about them stepping away from that. So basically, up until now, everything that any of the Sentis have done have always been under the influence of their parents prior to season 6. So when you're looking at Kagami from earlier seasons, you can't really just look at it as if it's Kagami because it's not her. There's aspects that are her because she is her own person and she always has been her own person with her own personality, but almost everything she did, thought, and said was all influenced by her mom. So because she stopped being in love with Adrien and she instantly went to Felix, the second that her mother did not have control over her anymore, metaphorically, because Kagami's always had the rings. Anyway, but the second that was gone, she instantly ended up with Felix. That's not random, that's important, and it's strategic, because her mother was the one who was influencing her feelings for Adrien.
I'm actually crashing out. I always say stuff, people call me crazy, and then Miraculous is always the one in my favor to just justify everything I've ever said about Feelagami. All of the talking points I've made when people are like, Feelagami is so stupid, it's so random, they're all being confirmed. Like in this episode, I was right.
C'est parfait. Kagami,
Look at this pretty little princess.
Oui, mère.
aimerais-tu vivre à Paris?
So they lived in Japan at that point. She came to Paris to help Gabriel out, but also to have Kagami date Adrien or be together with Adrien. So that flashback happened around season 1. See, the timeline is clicking in my head. Okay.
Que veux-tu, Lila?
Vous aider?
What? What? I don't even know. See, half of this episode is me being like, yes, I was justified. This is gonna happen. I knew it. And then the other half is like, What is going on? I'm so confused. Apparently she knows Lila. They know each other. Chrysalis looks cool though, to be honest. I can't lie.
Pas le choix si je veux rester libre.
Your freedom.
Tant qu'elle possède la bague où est logée la moque que j'ai utilisée pour lui donner naissance.
So for everyone's like, Kagami wasn't a senti. She's not a senti. It never said that. Right out of her mouth. Right out of her mouth. They went like hardcore into the senti stuff this episode. I genuinely kind of wasn't expecting that. Like obviously she's a senti. Felix is a senti. They talk about the senti thing a lot, but I never expected them to go like that hardcore into it, like just saying it blatantly like that. Also, can we talk about the fact that she knows, Lila knows, Cerise knows that Kagami is a senti? So Lila may know that Adrien is also a senti, which is not good for anybody. So basically, rip. What's actually so funny about this is like we're like almost halfway through the episode and Felix hasn't even been shown yet. Well, I mean, we saw him when she was FaceTiming him earlier, but like this episode is already crazy and Felix hasn't even gotten to Paris yet. He makes such an important, crazy presence that the crazy stuff starts happening even before he gets there.
Pas la contrôler, mais vous pourriez contrôler ses mauvaises fréquentations.
The company she keeps. Are they saying Felix? Are we trying to take control of Felix? Lila's about to tell us our plan and we'll see if we're right. I think she is. But she was also talking about manipulating and controlling the company she keeps, which could be Felix. Good lord, this man is never free. He's just trying to move on and live with his life, stay away from all of that that's happened, and he just keeps coming back. Like, this poor boy. I swear, the miraculous is just constantly testing Felix, being like, this bad thing's gonna happen, this bad thing's gonna happen, are you gonna turn evil? And he has to just sit there and be like, nope, I'm not gonna be mean, I'm not gonna be evil, I'm just gonna stay a good person. Which, like, good for you, honey, because I could not.
Une fois devenue une super vilaine, vous capturez Félix.
I called it, I so called it.
Tout comme Kagami, je n'aurai plus qu'à récupérer son objet de contrôle, sa chevalière.
No. Felix, no! If Felix quote-unquote becomes evil again, but this time because he's controlled to, Felix is never going to beat the evil allegations. I've just realized. Also, can we talk about the fact that Felix is going to see Chrysalis? I literally knew it. I was like, somehow Felix is going to be the first one to meet Chrysalis. He's gonna know some stuff, and I can guarantee that he's gonna know some stuff.
Tu nous donneras toutes les informations qui nous permettront de nous emparer des miraculous de Ladybug et Chat Noir.
À vos ordres.
Après avoir remplacé sa bague par une fausse.
But he would know it was fake. That's the thing. See, I think Lila thinks that Felix is stupid. I think she thinks that he's stupid and that he doesn't know how things work. Wait, oh my gosh, wait a minute. Her plan's not gonna work. They give Marinette the rings. Yeah! I don't know if they're giving her the rings and she's just gonna keep them for a while all of this goes down or what, but this plan is definitely going to blow up in Chrysalis's face because Felix and Kagami are smart. They're so smart. Felix is one of the most smart, brilliant characters. And see, now that he's one of the good guys, Lila, you don't stand a chance. Like, I think she's really underestimating Felix right now. And listen, he's been controlled and manipulated 14 years of his life, 13 technically. If you think you can just get away with that so easily, girl, think again. It's not happening.
Sauf que ce ne sera désormais plus son Félix, mais notre Félix.
Our Felix? But no, like honestly, Felix has genuinely not been manipulated, controlled, and abused for 13 years of his life just to be taken advantage of again. That's not okay. That is not okay in a million years. And I can guarantee you that her plan is not going to go this way. And also, I always wanted Felix to be in Paris, but I think that's also why it's really good that he doesn't live there, that he does live in London, because the farther away he is from Lila and Miss Tsurugi, the better. It means that he's protected, his life is protected, but also the Peacock Miraculous is pretty far away from them. So anyway, I'm not sure how this is gonna play out, but I know it's not gonna go down how she thinks it will, and I'm so happy for that because I cannot handle Felix being manipulated like that. But on another note, the artwork for this is so cute.
Comment savoir si tu tiendras parole cette fois?
This time? What happened last time? The Felix reunion. This is the exact scene that I needed after whatever that was, whatever I just watched. No kiss?
Tout va bien maintenant que tu es là.
Oh, it's fine now that you're here. Everything is not fine.
Tout va bien maintenant que tu es là.
Tu es certaine qu'elle va...
Look at her grabbing his hand and like dragging him away. They're so cute. Also, guys, are you sure Marinette's going to agree to this? Oh, he's so cute. I love this new Felix.
Tu imagines Marinette refuser d'aider quelqu'un?
Mais oui, tu as raison.
My lovebirds. There's a very specific way that Kagami acts and Felix acts when they're not together, but something about the way they are when they like get together, their voices get like higher and like sweeter and softer. They're just like so cute. Literally perfect for each other. But where's that kiss? Dude, if this episode doesn't have a Felagami kiss, I'm a riot. I'm a riot.
Hein? Ryoko? Argos?
Argos, yes!
On va bientôt le savoir. On a besoin de toi, Marinette.
We didn't see them transform, but yeah, look at these two. Argos and Ryuko in the same room. We already saw them in Revelator, technically, but like, yeah.
Tu connais notre secret. Nos mères nous ont portés comme n'importe quel enfant.
I love this episode because I feel like they're clarifying so much about what sentis are and how they work and this and this and that. I really love that. That's really sweet. Also, them going to Marinette. I need to see more of this trio. They're the Wonder Triplets. They're the Wonder Triplets.
Tant que je suis le porteur, on est sûr que personne n'a le pouvoir de nous faire disparaître d'un claquement de doigts.
Oh. But also, what did I say? I literally said like half of this video is just being like, see, look, I was right. And this is another thing that I was right about. People constantly argue why Felix should have the Peacock Miraculous. What he said right there is exactly what I've been saying. No one should have the Peacock Miraculous because he's a senti. He's the only one whose life has been threatened by being a senti. So he knows the importance of keeping it. It's so important for him to have the Peacock Miraculous because it's the only way that his, Kagami, and Adrien's life is 100% protected. It is so crucial that he has the Peacock Miraculous. Like, can we stop having that argument? He has it. He's the only one that should have it, point blank period. Okay, let's move on. It doesn't matter what he's done in the past, okay? He's a changed person and he's willing to work with Marinette. Very obviously right here. Marinette's okay with it. Let's just move on. Let's just move on, please. Hi, baby. Dusu, look, it's you. You finally made an appearance. It was like for 2 seconds, but you finally made it. This little thing right here is my favorite thing on the planet. Y'all know how much I love Felagami. Y'all don't understand how much I love Dusu. My favorite Kwami, but like times 10. Dusu is so underrated. Like, no one ever talks about Dusu. No one ever cares about Dusu. I feel like it's just me. Then again, that's kind of how it is with Felagami too. Like, no one cares about me, so I'm just like in my own little world apparently in terms of Miraculous. Anyway, I'm so happy to have you returned. Dusu's gonna watch the rest of this with me.
Si une personne s'en emparait, nous serions obligés de lui obéir.
Si elles étaient abîmées, nous tomberions gravement malades.
If they got damaged. Felix, don't even utter those words around me. I cannot handle it. Anything that's like remotely similar to representation, don't want it. Don't care, don't want it.
Mais si vous êtes venu me voir, c'est que vous avez déjà une solution, non? En effet.
Aww. Can we just like take a second to like admire Felagami here because they're just so cute. I love them so much. They're just like my babies. They're just mine.
Ladybug, elles seront inaccessibles. Pas de Ladybug.
Look at Felix's smile.
Ça n'a pas empêché Papy Ombre de me les voler.
Ce n'était pas ta faute.
No, it took me a while to actually compute that. I was like, oh yeah, that happened. And then it turned to Felix and I'm like, oops. He said, so that was my bad actually. My bad, guys.
Ce sont vos vies que vous me confiez.
Oh, that's scary. A little unnerving. I don't know if I could do it, to be honest.
Kagami, Felix, mais qu'est-ce que vous...
They're like, nothing to see here. Also, she dropped the rings. Maybe we shouldn't. I don't know if that's a good idea. Wait, we're getting Adrien X Felagami. Yay, I'm so excited.
J'ai une nouvelle surprise pour toi.
Là?
They're like, nothing to see here. Look at Kagami and Felix just being like awkward. You know, I feel like for people who don't understand Felagami, who don't really know Kagami and they don't really know Felix, I feel like the way they're acting and their dynamic probably doesn't make a lot of sense. But as someone who genuinely does understand Felagami more than like myself, everything they do and say just makes the most sense to me. Like everything that's going on in this episode, their dynamic, it's exactly what I imagined of them. Like this is exactly what I expected. Anyway, they're just like such a cute little awkward pair. They're the same person but like slightly different. I don't know, they just like operate in the same way and I love it. They're literally so perfect for each other, and Adrien and Marinette are too, and I'm so excited to see this little like group. I don't know, I want to say like duo is 2 people, trio is 3 people, but there's nothing for 4 people, so I guess it's just a group. I love this group, I guess.
Tada, une côte de bœuf. Je ne sais toujours pas ce que vous faites là.
I was hoping we would see like Felix and Kagami's reaction to that, just being like, what are you doing, brother? Because they're such judgy characters. Where is the judgment? I need a scene of them judging people. And please let it be Adrien, because that's so funny.
Vous vous êtes dit que... On demanderait à Marinette.
Mais parce que...
The way Kagami just like shoves him out of the way.
Move, bitch!
Him like awkwardly trying to explain it. You can just tell that they are cousins. You can just tell that they are related. Felix and Adrien. Tell me that was not a very Adrien thing. Be like, cause it was such an Adrien thing.
Futurs enfants, le couple de héros cachés ensemble un
These three are so cute. That's why I've been begging for like a Kagami, Felix, and Marinette dynamic, because they're basically copy and paste of the same character, or at least Felix and Marinette are. The more you learn about Felix, the more you're like, you are literally a copy and paste of Marinette, and I feel like that's so obvious in this shot. This dynamic, I think it perfectly sums up their relationship. Felix and Marinette like scrambling around the room, just going crazy. Kagami's doing the damage control, and Adrien's just like, yup, like nothing weird about this. Marinette and Felix acting crazy. He's just like, typical Monday. She shoves Kagami. What is Felix doing?
Non, la purée, c'est la pire des cachettes.
Stepping on them. If that's not like the story of their lives, I swear.
En tricot ou en viande, mais je sais faire ça. Magie.
Adrien. Okay, I continue with my statement. Perfectly sums up their dynamic and their relationship. They're like trying to find the rings and he's like, I have an idea. Make him disappear. Poof, gone. Also, I somehow feel like this is foreshadowing something. I don't know what, I don't know how, but the foreshadowing light bulb is like blinking in my head.
Et ma bague où elle est?
Félix, ouvre ta main. Tada!
You know what? I'm impressed, actually. You low-key kind of ate that up. You go, honey. You did that.
Tu es inconscient, Adrien. On ne joue pas avec les objets de valeur. Rends-moi ma bague.
Hey, there he is. Everyone's like, Felix is not the same person. Did you see that? He is the same person. I told you. But also, take a chill pill, honey. It was okay. He'd probably do a magic trick with his rings also. So it's fine.
Tu as raison. Tout va bien, en fait. Pourquoi je me fais du souci?
Adrien. Well, oops, whoopsie. Adrien, maybe let's put the rings down. Put it down and not do that anymore. This episode is like a disaster. Oh, okay, good morning. Hi. Just slice clean off, okay. But at least Adrien has the ring, so she's gonna steal Felix, but he's not gonna have the ring. Thank goodness.
Félix! Et tu ne te transformeras plus jamais non plus.
Rip. We might want to put the rings in the yo-yo right now because things are going a little crazy. And there's no ring.
Ce n'est pas son objet de
Oh,
contrôle.
okay. I thought she was gonna try and take it and like steal it or something. She didn't. She put it back. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Adrien reste à la bague de Félix.
Adrien, run. Adrien, run. Run.
Je vais éloigner ma mère d'ici.
Ce serait plus sûr si je la gardais, non?
Non, je ne préfère pas.
Yeah, please don't. We all know what happened last time. She's like, you just stick to your rings. You just wear your rings. I'll keep his. Bro, I'm stressing. She's back with the cars. I missed the huge things like that.
Notre plan est un échec. Aide-moi à m'échapper.
I was really hoping that Felix was gonna be like awake and alert during that time so he could like see her. Dang it.
Vous n'avez donc aucun sentiment pour moi, mère?
Je suis désolée, Kagami, tout ça c'est parce que je suis akumatisée.
Bro, right when Kagami was about to finally be like, screw you, I'm gonna get rid of you, she pulls this. That is no fair.
Je ne voudrais perdre ma seule et unique fille pour rien au monde.
You're such a, that's such BS.
Je vous pardonne, mère.
That's not fair.
Kagami?
There they are. And she still has the ring, thank you. Thank goodness. Oh, that is romance if I've ever seen it.
tellement romantique.
Literally me. Literally me. Filagami is just, they're just so cute. They're my babies. I love them so much. Where is that kiss? There is not going to be a Filagami episode and then just no kiss. It's coming. It's gotta come at some point. It better happen.
C'est moi qui fais n'importe quoi. Toi, tu es Adrien. Ta spécialité, c'est les choses rationnelles.
Oh, but you haven't met Cat Noir yet. You haven't met him. You haven't seen him yet because, to be honest, him doing that stuff is very Adrien-like because Cat Noir would do those things. I can guarantee that. Also, pausing really quickly, I just want to say I'm really glad that the ending was they're keeping their rings because, I mean, I always say it, but like, I really feel like truly no one should ever be in the possession of your life except for you. So like, I mean, maybe it would be safer to kind of store it somewhere, but I mean, if you always have it on you, I feel like it's better. I don't know. I think it was a good outcome. I feel like that just really like hones into the fact that no one should be in control of your life except for you, which is kind of the whole point of the Senti arc in general. So I'm really happy about that.
Fais déjà partie de la famille, mon grand.
Bro, those are his parents. Like, that is his mom. That is his dad. The Filagami. That's so cute. Where's the kiss? This better be Filagami.
Connexion.
Le diamant est mort. Vive le diamant.
Bro, what was that? The new diamond. Is she the new diamond now? It wasn't what I was expecting, but it was what I was expecting. I guess I just expected more of Felix and Kagami's relationship. So basically what I'm saying is another Filagami episode when? More Filagami when? Coming soon? Please? Because this just like was not enough for me. I'm sorry. Anyway, that episode was really good though. I'm like in awe. Their dynamic was so cute. And we got Mr. Grumpy Gus Felix again. Felix literally is like the definition of the character that I always said that he would be. So I'm really happy about that. I feel like this episode was just one big I told you so. I'm on my high horse right now, okay? I'm on my high horse because I like being right. But I will say a lot of you guys are always on my side and y'all understand what I say and agree with me, but there's a lot of people who don't. So, you know, let's just all be petty together. Let's all have I told you so tattooed on our foreheads. Anyway, that is everything. Once again, happy birthday to me. An amazing way to spend my birthday. Honestly, that's the best birthday present that I could ever get from you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was a wild episode, so definitely let me know your guys' thoughts throughout watching this. That is it for this episode. That is it for Filagami. I will see you guys soon with one of the next episodes. Bye.